Hello guys. So in last video we have deployed Django application in AWS having a database of SQLite. Now what if we want to integrate database like MySQL, PostgreSQL in our project? So in today's video we will integrate PostgreSQL in our existing Django application in AWS. First, let's start the instance and it will take some time to start. Meanwhile, let's search RDS for database integration. Here, let's create a database. We will select PostgreSQL and let's go for version 15. Then free tier. Yeah, here it is, free tier. Now let's keep the name as it is for database identifier. Username will be PostgreSQL. Let's enter the password. Now these are the storage type like GP2, GP3, etc. I will be creating a playlist of AWS architecture in upcoming videos. So let's subscribe to get notified. Now public access will yes to get the access of database on our local computer. Security groups will be launch wizard 3 as we seen in our last video. Database name will be yeah, okay. So database name will be where is the database? Where is the database? Yeah, here. So database name will be TravelDB and everything is fine. Okay, TravelDB and yeah, backup. Yeah, annual backup. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Encryption. Yeah, okay. Maintenance. Okay, so yeah. Now, mm, click create database. It will take some time to create a database. In the meanwhile, let's go back to our EC2 server instance. Okay, now I think it's running now. Yeah. Now let's copy the public IP and paste it in our code in allowed host in settings.py file. Now here you can see that we are using SQLite database configurations. I will just comment this out and uncomment this Postgres section. Now what we will do is we'll just copy and paste all the name, username, password and host from AWS. So let's do it. So now we have configured PostgreSQL database. Now it's time to run and check if it's running or not. So what I will do is I will just make migration the database, since we are using the local host also. Um, I'm sorry, we are using a public access yes in our database configuration. So let's write Python 3 manage.py make migration. So we are facing some issue like TCP error. So just forgot one thing. Before running make migration, we first have to add Postgres protocol on security groups. So let's search BPC dashboard security groups, and then we will select launch wizard 3. After that we'll click edit bound, and here we have to add one rule for Postgres. So Postgres, yeah, and port will be 5432 and anywhere IP4, and then save. Yeah, so we have added Postgres protocol, and now let's check it again. So it's running now. Now let's check everything is working fine or not. So let me just fill up this form, inquiry form. Name, okay, Prinsa, email ID, I will enter my own email ID, okay, and contact number, we now submit. So you can see that it has been submitted. Now I want to check that if this data that I have submitted right now is in our database or not. So for that I will go to admin page here in Django administration. Now we have not created any super user right now. So for that we need to create one super user. Now let's create a new super user. Okay, now my super user has been created. I will just refresh this page. Okay, so it's the XZTR, and here password will be password and login. So you can see here I am just logged in, and in inquiry section you can see like the data we have been submitted is reflected here, like printer, email ID, and phone number. So it's working in localhost. Now what we have to do is I just have to upload this on AWS. For that, let's connect our EC2 server, um, and I will continue to connect EC2 server from AWS only. So let's connect this EC2, yep, and connect. Okay. So now I will push this code on GitHub. So git commit I have done, and now let's check. Uh, let's pull the code on in server AWS server. So go to cd, yeah, and git pull. Okay, showing already. Mm, okay. So I just forgot that I have just committed and I didn't push the code on GitHub. So let me just push the code first. Yeah, now it's been pushed. Now, okay, now let's see git pull. Okay, yeah. So in Django.conf file, I have added the public IP uh, because I have stopped the public server, and when I start the server, the IP will be changed. So I have to replace the IP. If you have not stopped and start the IP, you don't have to do this. Okay, then let's check uh, the our project is running on AWS or not. We have made all the changes. We have done everything that is required. Now let's just run the project here. Okay, so here it is. It's showing some error that for psychopg. It means that our pip file, uh, uh, we don't have psychopg in our pip file, so we need to install. So let's pip install psychopg 2 hyphen binary, and yeah, it is installed now. Now let's try again. Okay, now it's working. Okay, then let's reload the supervisor. Supervisor ctl reload. Yes, and then restart the nginx. Okay, now let's check our website. It's running or not. Yeah, it's running now. Okay, so for confirmation, let us again fill one inquiry form. Yeah, Dexter codes. Yeah, Dexter codes. Phone number will be same and submit. Now let's go back to our admin page and let's check if our data has been submitted or not. Okay, inquiries, and yeah, it has been saved. So that's it for the video, and soon I will be starting the playlist on AWS architecture as well. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Till then, thank you for watching. Happy coding. Bye bye.